love the emphasis on skepticism about the human origins of data. And I'm wondering if you know of any context where people are starting to annotate data sets with some of that information, some of those questions, rather than everybody having to individually go to the source of a data set. We have things like Many Eyes where there's all this great data and all this great visualization, but is there any crowdsourcing of the skepticism and the questions about the origin?
That's a great question, actually, which is, I don't know if people know of specific examples where that's happening at the moment. Jonathan, you may have.
I haven't seen it crowdsourced, at least not in any systematic way. I will say that official government data sets are often quite good in terms of annotation. So if you look at, so I'm Canadian, so Statistics Canada, which is also widely regarded as one of the better government statistics organizations. But all good stats agencies will do this, right? They have this idea of a data product. And what that means is they give you the numbers, but then they've got like 30 pages that describes how they put it together and the limitations and the statistical methods and all of this stuff. So a lot of it is there for like the big stuff, right? If you're asking this question about GDP, it's pretty much solved. If you're asking this question about bicycle thefts,
It's also where, I think it's also where social media and data fits completely and tightly together, which is that you often see kind of big and elaborate data projects, but there isn't often enough an and then what, or how do you then contribute to that data set, or how do you apply a critique to it? And that's somewhere where I think that if you have, we did a project with WNYC about examining public-private spaces in New York, which were documented as public and private, but could people actually go there and gain access, and could they kind of put that on a map themselves, and could they critique the data in that way? And if that's what you're talking about, I think that it's interesting. That's a wide open field. There are